In the heart of the lush African village of Njili, there was a forest that no one dared to enter. The villagers called it the Forbidden Forest. They believed it was full of spirits and magic. But there were two young hearts that did not believe in these stories. Bikini, a beautiful girl with bright eyes, loved to explore. She was always curious about the world around her. Her best friend, Kofi, a brave and kind boy, loved to go on adventures with her. They would often play by the edge of the forest, wondering what was inside. One sunny day, Akini and Kofi were playing near the Forbidden Forest. As they chased a colorful butterfly, they accidentally crossed the line and entered the forest. At first, they were scared, but the forest was not dark and scary as they had imagined. Instead, it was full of vibrant flowers, chirping birds, and gentle streams. "Look, Kofi!" Akini exclaimed. "This place is beautiful. Why do people say it's forbidden?" Kofi nodded. "I don't know, Akini. Maybe they just don't know the truth." As they walked deeper into the forest, they heard a soft melody. Following the sound, they found an old, wise man playing a flute. His name was Baba Jomo, the guardian of the forest. "Welcome, children," Baba Jomo said with a warm smile. "You have discovered the true heart of the Forbidden Forest. It is a place of love and peace, not fear." Akini and Kofi were amazed. They spent the whole day with Baba Jomo, learning about the forest and its secrets. Baba Jomo told them that long ago, the villagers had misunderstood the forest magic and declared it forbidden. "You must promise to keep the secret," Baba Jomo said. "The forest is safe as long as it remains hidden from those who do not understand its magic." Akini and Kofi promised. They knew they had found a special place that was just for them. As they left the forest, they held hands and knew their friendship had grown even stronger. But back in the village, not everyone was happy. Akini's father, Chief Jomo, noticed that his daughter had been spending a lot of time away from home. He became suspicious and warned Akini to stay away from the Forbidden Forest. Akini and Kofi knew they had to be careful. They decided to visit the forest only when it was safe. But their secret meetings did not go unnoticed for long. One evening, as the sun was setting, Akini and Kofi sneaked out to the forest again. But this time, someone followed them. Chief Jomo, determined to find out what was going on, saw his daughter and Kofi enter the Forbidden Forest. His anger grew as he watched them disappear among the trees. "What is this place?" Chief Jomo thought. "And why are they breaking the rules?" As he stepped into the forest, the magic of the place began to work. Chief Jomo felt the peace and beauty around him. He followed the path until he found Akini and Kofi with Baba Jomo. "Akini! Kofi!" Chief Jomo shouted. "What are you doing here?" Akini and Kofi turned around, fear in their eyes. Baba Jomo stood up and approached Chief Jomo. "Chief Jomo," Baba Jomo said gently, "welcome to the true heart of the Forbidden Forest." "Let me explain." Chief Jomo listened as Baba Jomo told him the story of the forest, its magic, and the promise the children had made. Slowly, Chief Jomo's anger faded. He realized the forest was not a place of danger, but of beauty and peace. He looked at Akini and Kofi and saw how much they cared for each other and the forest. Chief Jomo took a deep breath and smiled. "I see now," he said. "This forest is special. But we must be careful. The village may not understand yet." Baba Jomo nodded. "Indeed, Chief Jomo. But with time and understanding, we can teach them." Chief Jomo agreed, and they all returned to the village together. But they knew their journey was not over. The secret of the Forbidden Forest was safe for now, but the real challenge was yet to come. How would they share the truth with the village? And would the villagers accept the magic of the Forbidden Forest? Back in the village, Chief Jomo, Akini, and Kofi faced a difficult task. They needed to find a way to show the villagers that the Forbidden Forest was not a place to fear, but a place of beauty and peace. Chief Jomo decided to call a meeting to share what he had learned. The next day, all the villagers gathered in the big open area under the baobab tree. Chief Jomo stood before them, his voice strong and clear. "My friends, my family," he began, "for many years, we have believed the Forbidden Forest to be a place of danger and evil. But I have discovered that we were wrong. The forest is full of magic and beauty. It is a place of peace, not fear." The villagers murmured among themselves, unsure of what to think. Chief Jomo continued, "Akinyi and Kofi have seen this with their own eyes. They have met Baba Jomo, the guardian of the forest, who has shown them its true nature." One of the villagers, an elder named Momania, stood up. "Chief Jomo," she said, "how can we be sure? We have been taught to fear the forest for so long." Chief Jomo nodded. "I understand your fear, Momania. But I ask you to trust me. Let us visit the forest together, and you will see for yourselves." The villagers hesitated but agreed. The next morning, they followed Chief Jomo, Akinyi, and Kofi to the edge of the Forbidden Forest. Baba Jomo was waiting for them with a welcoming smile. "Welcome, friends," Baba Jomo said. "Come, let me show you the magic of the forest." As they walked through the forest, the villagers saw the vibrant flowers, heard the chirping birds, and felt the peace of the place. They watched as butterflies danced around them and streams flowed gently through the trees. Their fear began to fade, replaced by wonder and awe. Momania, who had been the most skeptical, was the first to speak. "This place is truly magical," she said, tears in her eyes. "We were wrong to fear it." The other villagers nodded in agreement. They saw that the Forbidden Forest was not a place of danger, but a place of beauty and peace. They realized that they had been holding on to old fears without understanding the truth. Chief Jomo spoke again, "We must protect this forest and keep its magic safe. But we must also share its beauty with others. Let us work together to teach the village about the true nature of the Forbidden Forest." The villagers agreed. They returned to the village with a new understanding and respect for the forest. They promised to keep its secret safe while spreading the word about its beauty and peace. As the days passed, the village of Njili changed. The villagers no longer feared the forest but cherished it as a special place. Akinyi and Kofi continued to visit the forest, but now they were joined by their friends and family. Together, they enjoyed the magic and peace of the Forbidden Forest, but their journey was not over. There were still challenges ahead. Some villagers were still skeptical, and outsiders might not understand the forest's magic. Akinyi, Kofi, and their village had to find a way to protect their beloved forest while sharing its beauty with the world. Months passed, and the village of Njili thrived with a newfound sense of unity and wonder. The Forbidden Forest became a cherished sanctuary, a place where the villagers could find peace and inspiration. However, as word spread, people from neighboring villages became curious and wanted to see the forest for themselves. One day, a group of strangers arrived at Njili. They had heard stories of the magical forest and wanted to explore it. Chief Jomo, Akinyi, and Kofi met them at the village entrance. "Welcome to Njili," Chief Jomo greeted them. "We are happy to share the beauty of our forest with you, but you must understand its importance and respect its magic." The strangers, intrigued and respectful, agreed. Baba Jomo led them into the forest, sharing its history and the lessons of peace and harmony it embodied. The visitors were amazed by the vibrant flora and fauna, the soothing melodies of the birds, and the gentle streams that wound through the trees. One of the strangers, a wise woman named Ao, spoke up. "This forest is a treasure. It teaches us to live in harmony with nature and each other. We must protect it." The villagers and the visitors formed a bond, understanding that the forest magic was not just in its beauty, but in the way it brought people together. They decided to create a council to protect the forest and educate others about its wonders. Chief Jomo, Akinyi, Kofi, Boba Juma, and Ayo led the council. They organized tours for visitors, teaching them about the forest's history and its importance. They also established rules to ensure the forest remained undisturbed and respected. As time went on, the Forbidden Forest became a symbol of unity and peace for all the surrounding villages. People came from far and wide to learn from its magic and to find solace in its beauty. The villagers of Njili were proud of their forest and worked tirelessly to protect it. Akinyi and Kofi, now older and wiser, continued to explore the forest, discovering new secrets and sharing them with others. Their friendship had blossomed into a deep love, a love that had grown stronger through their adventures and their shared commitment to the forest. One evening, as the sun set over the village, casting a golden glow on the trees, Akinyi and Kofi stood at the edge of the forest, hand in hand. "We've come a long way," Akinyi said, smiling at Kofi. "From curious children to guardians of this magical place." Kofi nodded, his eyes shining with pride. "We have, Akinyi. And we'll continue to protect this forest and share its beauty with the world." As they stood together, they knew that their love, just like the forest, was strong and enduring. They had learned that true magic comes from understanding, respect, and unity, and so, the Forbidden Forest, once feared and misunderstood, became a beacon of hope and harmony for all who visited. The village of Njili flourished, united by the love and magic that the forest inspired. Akinyi and Kofi's story became a legend, a tale of friendship, love, and the power of believing in the beauty of the world around them.